All right, so we're gonna walk through the steps for big night in a small town. So it starts with everyone off to the side. And Ezekiel, you would be on this side. When the music starts, just kind of bop in to get to your spots. You're gonna be actually on the far outside. Everybody else, if you're watching this, you know where you go. So you get to your spot, and then it says, all the world is singing. So your arms are straight, gonna go around in a circle. Your feet are gonna go step, step, step. Or it's step, ball change. And I say ball change because like the ball of your foot. So anyhow, it's step, step, step. Your arms are going like this. So all together, step, step, step. So that is all the world. Then you're gonna turn, bring your side shoulder into the front, is singing. So all the world is singing. You got your turn. Because heaven started the song. So it's gonna be because heaven, and then you're gonna step, and you're gonna do your little snap like that. So it started this song. So your arms going circle forward, circle backwards, and you're gonna step forwards, step backwards. So it goes, all the world is singing because heaven started the song. And then you just started this song, you're back here, and you're gonna get ready, and you're gonna turn with your arms diagonal like this. What I'm doing, you'll be the mirror of, so your left arm would be in the air. But so it goes, a celestial celebration. So you're just kind of turning in place. You don't want to move a lot of ground. And then you're going to cross over, cross out. So it's a celestial celebration. And then you're going to step over with your right foot. Your right foot, and you're going to go, and you can sing along. So it's a celestial celebration, and you can sing along. So I'm going to do that whole verse. All the world is singing, because heaven started the song. A celestial celebration, and you can sing along. And then this part actually repeats in the second verse. You're going to go, the long-awaited Messiah came as a child. So hands on your knees, you're going to get dipped down. And then your arms are not going to do like this in the beginning. It's going to be like a fan. So one arm, then when the other arm's about here, then you bring the other one. So the long-awaited Messiah came as a child. Like you're putting your hand on a child. So we would sing. And then you're actually, Ezekiel, everybody else, you know where we are because we practiced if you're watching this. But Ezekiel, you're over here, and you're going to step, cross, step, touch to get into your place in a straight line. And you're the tallest, you're going to be in the back. So it goes, sorry, the words are, how much God must have loved us. So you're going to step, cross, step, back, step, cross, step, together. Should get you about in line, but if you need more, and it's fast. It goes, how much God must have loved us to give his son. It's hard to believe that it started with a big night in a small town. So once you get here, I'll do it from the walk again. It goes, how much God must have loved us to give his son. It's hard to believe that it started with a big, and they're going to slip out on night, but big night. And then your arms are going to do the fan to get back in line. So it started with a big night in a small town. Then you're going to slide out. 2,000 years of promise and turn back in line. Had finally come upon us. Same thing again. And a bright light and a mighty sound. And then you're going to slide out. And then instead of turning back in, you're going to turn back out to your spot on the outside. So it goes, would stir up all creation to join the celebration. Do your fan. The big night in a small town. And then when you do you're going to do a little run. And you're going to say, big night in a small town. So you do your fan. It goes, big night in a small town. You are opposite of me. Your foot that's facing the front, which I think this is my left, so would be your right. But you're going to run with your right, left, small town. okay? So I'll do the whole verse real quick. It goes, it started with a big night in a small town. 2,000 years of promise had finally come upon us. Bright light and a mighty sound would stir up all creation to join the celebration. Big night in a small town. Big night in a small town. And there we go. The second verse, you're of course still going to be on the outside, but I'm trying to see my words. So you're going to go, if you search for answers. So it's going to go a box step, which I think we've done in dances before, but anyhow, you're going to step forward with your right, cross over with your left, back with your right, out with your left. That's confusing for me because it's backwards. So it goes step, cross, step, back, and circs. So not quite a body roll, but just like a shrug of your shoulders and then back. So it goes, so if you search for answers, you're gonna step with your right foot that's gonna be here. Start in Bethlehem. And then we're gonna do this tiny town of promise. So let me do all that. It's so your box step. So if you search for answers, and you're gonna do start in Bethlehem. This tiny town. You don't have to quite make it so girly, but so this tiny town of promise. And you're gonna step is where, turn, it all began. So kind of like you're presenting. So fast it goes from the turn, this tiny town of promise is where it all began. And then back to the long-awaited Messiah. The long-awaited Messiah came as a child, so we would see, and you're over here, how much God must have loved us to give his son. It's hard to believe that it started big night in a small town. 2,000 years of promise had finally come upon us, and a bright light and a mighty sound would stir up all creation. This time, it's the second time, to join the celebration of big night in a small town. Yeah, and it does it again. So pretty much you've learned all the steps if you listen to the song. That's pretty much doing it all. Do you want me? We'll finish this one and then I'll do another one with music.
Absolutely. Okay.